Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one furry boy, Never. And you're watching The Never Show. Yes, the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask why? And no, you can't get it implanted anymore. That was a Horrorween promotion, and we're no longer doing it because legal says we can't. Before we get started, I'd like to thank you for clicking that subscribe button, hitting that little bell icon, and hitting that like button. Every time I see the views go up, it's better than I deserve and more than I ever expected I would get doing YouTube at all. That said, I don't know what happened with the film Mandy last week because of using certain terms or something. The YouTube algorithm did not send it out to some of my viewers. I did get your messages. Yes, it is up, but YouTube is not letting certain people see it. I don't know why. It's not blocked or copyright striked or anything like that. I don't understand why people are not seeing it. I'm sorry about that. I wish I could fix the problem, but this is YouTube in 2018. I can write an email to them and get the usual automated response saying we're looking into the problem. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry about that. But without further ado, let's get right into it. It's Wednesday again, my friends. Let's review the movies. And today's movie is Bohemian Rhapsody. It is a PG-13 movie. It is 2 hours and 14 minutes. I do have some ADD issues, but you'll understand why as we go along. It's a biography, drama, musical, and because I'm going to say it's very light on the biography, and we'll get into that later. Director was Bryan Singer. Writers were Anthony McCarten and Peter Morgan. I love when there's so few writing on the writing staff that you can actually sit down and go through it without going and da 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 da. You know, Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury. I do like his performance. I don't like the dentures they gave him. They put his lips way far forward, and he looked very a lot. I don't know if they got it towards the end of the movie. I guess they got whatever they were doing with his face right, and it worked. Lucy Bunn as Mary Austin. Gwyneth Lee as Brian May. Ben Hardy as Roger Taylor. Joseph Mazzetto as John Deacon. Aidan Gillen as John Reed. Alan Leach as Paul Penter. Tom Holland as Jim Beach. Or Tom Hollander as Jim Beach. Mike Myers as Ray Foster. Now, the Ray Foster character never really happened in any of this, and that's why he is not... this is why it's not an autobiographical, because no one ever said they were not going to play Queen. They were loved by their record label, and I don't understand what this was about. I guess because Mike Myers loves Queen and there was all these Queen references in his movies. I don't know. Aaron McCluster as Jim Hutton. McKenna Das as Jennifer Bolsa. Ace Bati as Bomi Bursa. And Patah Bachman as Kamasa Bursa. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing Mr. Mercury's family's last name wrong. I really tried to get this, but I'm still a little congested from Halloween and stuff, and I can't really enunciate too well. Dimitri Murphy as Bob Galt, and Dickie Benu as Kenny Everett. And that's the cast first, Bill, because you don't want to listen to me read names all day unless you do, and then you put the hashtag names all day in the comment section, and I will do a video especially for you. So far, no takers? No. Good thing, too. Production companies were GK Films, New Regency Pictures, Queen Films Limited, Regency Enterprises, Tribeca Productions, our distributor here in the good old United States of America. God bless America, land that I love, was 20th Century Fox. Our special effects were done by Double Negative, NCAM, Envisage, and the Visual Effects Company, which is, I think, part of NCAM. So, your guess is as good as mine on this one. There's a lot of other stuff listed, but let's get right into my thoughts on this movie. It's beautiful. And for all its flaws, and I mean this movie is laden with flaws because there's those hard-hitting fans out there that are going to go and look at every little thing to get this thing, to try to pick this apart 9 ways from Sunday, just to be honest with you. And I think with all the flaws and the bogus way the timeline is, I just don't understand. It's just, there's people who are fired who weren't, and I think this made the movie better, but it's dramatic and it's not actually a, what do you call it? A biography. And and that's the problem. I know these hardcore fans are out there, this is one of those films that you can lose yourself in for 2 hours. And with everything going wrong in the world and all the political nonsense that's going on right now, isn't it great to find a beautiful film that you can get yourself lost in? Even if the technical things are not correct, I think they should drop the whole biography thing. Calling this a biography isn't what it was meant to be. It's a beautiful movie about Freddie Mercury. It's a beautiful movie about Queen. And for all the flaws and foibles of this thing, it's still a very, very beautiful movie. And it'll make you feel stuff, because how can you not listen to We Will Rock You and not feel moved? You don't have a soul if you can listen to some of the Queen songs and not feel moved. Now, this is where, trust me, I think I have it right. I do want to see what CinemaSins thinks, just because I understand that I do get dazed and dazzled, but I want to stay honest with you on this one. I like it. I personally feel that this is a great movie, but it has its flaws. And does that really affect the whole movie itself? I don't know. It's an 8.4 on IMDb out of 10, and it's 4.7 out of 5 on Rotten Tomatoes. I love it. It's very beautiful. And I definitely see this as a TV watch. I'm going to say this is a possible DVD buy. I'm going to pass on theater because there's so many other great films coming up very soon in this month, and I'd love to go see this again, and maybe a third time. I love this movie. I love what they've done with it. And if you're picking over the foibles of what this movie is and what this movie's about, I think it's very much worth it for a second watch. I just can't do it myself. So if you like what you see in here, make sure you hit that like button. It means absolutely nothing in the YouTube algorithm, but hey, it'll give me a bigger kitty head, and I could always use a bigger one of those. Remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. Your comments are the highlight of my day, and I am sorely missing them, so please comment. You don't realize how much I enjoy responding to you. And I have to ask, we've got an Amazon, we got a Patreon. We fixed Patreon so you can actually donate through Patreon. Thank you for everybody who told me that something was wrong with your Patreon. Yep. Thank you for telling me that. And now, I hate asking for money, but I got to. It's just the way things are. You don't realize how little I have to do so much. Thank you for the donations so far. We could not do it without you. And with all that said, if you like what you see in here and you want to see more of this nonsense, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye!
Bye.